Wait, what time is it? Oh, damn it, I don't. Hmm. Hang on a second. Okay. I don't remember what Kim's bedtime is. I think it's 11. Do I have it written down somewhere? I mean, I remember seeing it on a loading screen. I mean, I need to talk to him anyways.
Yes?
Nothing new. Or there could be something new.
What do you want to know?
Hmm.
Good.
No response. He just arches his brow. A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Okay, do you usually do that, or are you doing that because it's time for you to go to bed?
What about me?
Oh, that's new. Hang on.
What? These? It's just seasonal clothing.
And those look like airman pants, good for storing tools.
Where is this going?
I mean, I have a thing for pants with pockets. You see, as a woman, but, well, honestly, I could just wear pants that have more pockets. But, like, I would appreciate it if we had more workout clothes with pockets. I like pockets, and I hate purses. You see, Kim, I have this place in my head, point to your head, where I develop new ideas and connections. Why is it I talk this way when I talk to Kim? It's so weird. Nowhere, let's change the set. Nope.
Interesting. I think it's called brain.
Like, didn't I do the same thing when I was trying to describe thinking? Like, the concept of thinking?
It's no mere brain.
I'm surprised drama didn't say that. Yes, a brain. No, it's more than that. Anyway, no, normal people don't have this. It's like a mind laboratory, a spiritual R&D division. No, a palette. No, better yet, a painter's atelier of concepts. I'm going with that one, obviously.
Okay, art cup.
Holy shit! Is art cop a thing? We should totally go for art cop. Okay, indeed. In this atelier, I have realized that you harbor some kind of sentiment toward the Revolutionary Air Brigades. That's all I wanted to. Nope.
I do not harbor a sentiment for revolutionary air brigades in particular.
Just air brigades then?
Okay, I wanted to become an aerostatic pilot. Then I turned 10 and realized we no longer have an air force.
Are you sure the revolutionary has got nothing to do with this? Thank you, my mind is satisfied. I'm gonna keep prying. I love him. I want to know more about him. I mean, what?
Of course. Here's my gun and badge.
Wait, what?
They'll put me in the chest for this. But it feels good to have it off my chest.
Huh? What? This is. Hang on, let me try that again.
Of course. Here's my gun and badge. They'll put me in the chest for this. But it feels good to have it off my chest.
Alrighty then. I mean, this has happened before, but the written dialogue goes against what he said. What I think what he said though was sarcastic. So he didn't really give us much with what he said either. But hey, I like a sarcastic response. Thank you. My mind is satisfied.
Good. Good. Let's change the subject.
You seem to be following me. I still think this is funny.
Excuse me?
Oh, I can still pick the other ones. What if I want to work this case alone? There's no way in hell that's happening. He's too valuable.
You have a distinctive way of walking.
A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
Is it time for you to go to bed? But let's talk to the lady. And then we'll go to bed. Ugh, God, excuse me. Not sure if that was a hiccup or a burp. I think it was both. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in all your life. I love feeling that way.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Probably should have quick saved before I talked to her.
Good evening, officers. I'm Joyce.
Oh, that's my grandma's name.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Joyce L. What is the... I'm pretty sure I can say both of these and then I can pick one of these.
Baton, my maiden name.
What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
What? Is that a joke? I'm not sure if that's meant to be a joke or if she's just lying.
Relax. She meant it in jest.
Okay, thank you.
I'm glad to see you here.
Like steel, there is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Oh my gosh, Kim, stop.
It happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
I can't comment on that right now. It's too much for me.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Cool. So, I'm sorry, I can't get over some of these dialogue options. You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
Not a lot. I'm sorry, it's just like, yeah, she is. Not a lot of people on boats, are there? Does she have a name? Do you have a license for this boat? I think I have a handle on the boat thing. Alright, well, not a lot of people on boats. She's obviously rich.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, what are Ugh. Sorry, yawning. Bad time. Wait a second, aren't these the same? I feel like these are the same thing. Or they'll get me the same response.
Yes, we are. We are on Le Caillou.
I thought we were in Revachol. Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here. Understood.
We are, and the city of Revachol is on the island of Lakayu.
Still, haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here.
I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Is this your way of avoiding my question?
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
Okay. Why do I get the feeling... I don't know. Something about the boat. I could just be reading too much into it. Does she have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
Okay, but what kind of boat?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19 pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business. My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
The eel's hips. Is that slang? Or is that supposed to be like it's the bee's knees?
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
I like it when you're sassy, Kim. Do you have a license for this boat, ma'am?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Her nonchalance might be related to something called the Wayfarer Act, a law that says she doesn't need a license. Sly Fox, you're not aggressive enough to harass her further on this.
Oh yeah, because my authority is trash. Yeah, because again, like the way she avoided that one. If she had a license, she could just say so. But she avoided that too. Let's see. Oh wait, is that the feeling I was getting before when she was talking about the boat? Because something about it was bothering me. Like, It's hard to describe because I'm terrible at describing how I feel about things. It's unfortunate, and I am working on it, but sometimes I get feelings about things, but I'm not very good at describing how exactly I'm feeling about it or why exactly I feel that way. But good thing I'm rarely ever, well, I am wrong sometimes. Most of the time I'm not though.
Good.
But thank Christ I rarely ever have to describe it to people. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do? Oh, this is going to be interesting, she said sarcastically.
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
You know what's funny? I'm actually studying logistics right now, and I still don't find this the slightest bit interesting.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes, companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Let's see. Who are the other Indo tribes?
Son Baptiste, Elysium, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
Why, thank you.
She does not register the real meaning of the remark. She doesn't? She seems pretty, conversationally savvy. So I would be surprised if she didn't. Oh, it could be that she noticed it, but she didn't address it. Gotcha. How much money do they have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
A billion?
What exactly is a billion? Wow, that's it? Just be unimpressed. Numbers like that mean nothing to me. Then, like, why in hell would I even ask? What exactly is a billion?
It's a number, officer. A big one.
But, like, what's it made of?
It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000 thousands.
Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments. A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility. They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain.
Guys, I won't lie. This started, like, I think 2, maybe 3 minutes ago. But I'm getting to a point where information's coming at me, but I'm not 100% paying attention because I'm not 100% interested in this. Oh gosh, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. I very much appreciate the world building. Like, holy crap, so much work went into this. I'm just personally not that interested. So, if I miss something, don't be mad at me.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
It probably helps to start out with a royal monopoly. What if such a huge system went with a place like this? I mean, does this affect... whatever.
You know more than you let on. Certainly it helped, but most of the original Indo tribes have failed or been absorbed. To survive, Wild Pines had to grow and adapt. No suzerain did that.
What does a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
That is quite the endeavor.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
What can you tell me about the strike? Wait a second. Damn it, I thought I would have been able to go back to the other ones. I mean, I'm sure I still could, but... Yeah, let's move on. What can you tell me about this strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear about the trade secrets?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Elements that gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
An octopus? I will slay it.
Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
The only option I have is to leave it alone.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What's your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Wonder why.
Wait, she just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
I mean, yeah. I got that part, but huh. Damn it, I just now remembered I still need to talk to those guys.
Now they won't even let me into the harbor. There's a 2-meter 20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Oh my god. You mean Jean-Luc, my race mentor? He's a great teacher, a man of virtue. I am not saying that.
Yes, I believe there is a connection, but that's a subject for later.
I do not want to say this. Gosh, the only reason I'm hesitating is because it might lead to something. She might. Huh. I was thinking she might give me something that can help me get past him. But God, I don't want to insinuate that he's a great teacher, a man of virtue. I'm still mad that I did all that because I thought that I would be able to get past him. It didn't do anything. So, how are the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
What happened to Gaumont? Gaumont? I already forgot how his name was pronounced. Sorry, paying more attention than before, but still not 100% there. I just call him G-Man. What happened to G-Man?
Mr. Clare told him to, how did he put it?
Go fuck himself?
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Hey, I was close. Okay then. Cool. Not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union. There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
I like it. I don't know what to think about that. Huh, over-aggressive commie posturing. Seems like they have no idea about business. Forget it, I wanted to, I mean, like, do they, though? Every worker a member of the board. Like, is that possible? And even if it was possible, would something like that even work out?
Fortunately, they explained it. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about anything, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Okay, well, obviously, if that's the way it's gonna work, then yeah. That's not gonna work out in the long run. I mean, if it was at least, you know, whatever decision got the most votes, then yeah, that something like that could work. But if everyone needs to agree on one thing, there's no way in fuck that's gonna work out. No way.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
That's pretty funny, I have to admit. The workers can't be kings. The king is king. The king is dead. Long live the workers. But the workers can't be kings. The king is king. I assume this, well, I'm pretty sure this means stick to the status quo. This one is like, yeah, fuck the king. They should all be board members. Even though you know that's not gonna work out. There's no way in hell you can get that many people to agree on one thing. I mean, you can, but for fucking... Do I even have to describe this? Honestly, I don't think I have to. And I also don't feel like it. It's pretty funny. Wait, what exactly am I saying is funny? I have to be careful about this. That's pretty funny.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution.
Oh, so no one's been getting paid for 4 months. Huh. What are you gonna do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position. A hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Wait. Wait. I think he said it was call me mañana. Wait, so he didn't say his name was mañana. He said, my name is call me mañana. What? No way. Pretty sure I'm digesting that wrong. Because that can't be right. It's too silly.
This checks out. No, wait. The chief negotiator heard it from a man at the gates. Surely the Wild Pines Group has more effective channels of information. After all, 2,200 people are on strike. This is a big deal for them.
Interesting, because I do have two thoughts. I mean, they're both success, but they are going against each other. Then again, reaction speed is easy, and logic is challenging. So, like, with the harder... Like, the one that's more difficult to succeed, basically, should that be the one that I rely on more? I don't know yet. But, I won't lie, I do kind of agree with logic more. Although it could be both.
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
Don't let her answer it herself.
No, I mean scabs. Let's call them strike breakers. You put them there, right? You're right, I don't know what got into me. Some of that Degenerate dock worker lingo is rubbed off, it seems. Let her continue.
If these strikebreakers were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not yet, at least.
That basically sounds like a yes. Unless she's like trying to trick me into thinking it's a yes when really it's a no.
It's implied she's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
What do you think of Evrart?
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
If you were to prick it with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
You sound like you're about to take a rapier. Christ. That's Evrart, all right. He's not that bad. He's the hero of the workers' movement. See, the workers themselves have good things to say about him. I mean, even Manana, I believe, is like, yeah, he's not completely on the up and up. He's kind of corrupt, but he uses his powers for good. Like, he uses it to help us, basically. And I mean, like, yeah, she agrees that he's corrupt, but she's also implying that he doesn't really care about the workers themselves. I don't know shit about this dude, so I don't know whose opinion to trust. Granted, the workers are closer to him. I'm gonna go with the more dramatic answer.
Oh, heavens no. We get along just fine. Yet, now that you mention it, I can't stop imagining that black treacle just dribbling down his double chin.
I don't have enough information to really say. Again, I agree he's corrupt, but I'm not sure if I agree that he doesn't care about the workers. Because that one carefree man who was singing a jolly tune and Manana, they both think he's great.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
I remember hearing something about this Edgar. Just like, wait, there are two of him? I'm sorry, I have to go for the more stupid answer. Like, wait, there are two of him? That's not how twins work. But whatever.
Yes, Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does, and when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Huh. Interesting. Wait. This might come into play later. I should remember this. So they look the same, they talk the same. It's just Edgar has a lazy eye. Okay. That might come into play later. I should try to remember that.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Oh, do you have evidence of this? What about the union itself?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
Shit show?
A mob. The debarders are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, we are forced to cooperate with them.
Oh, that's actually worse than the answer I was thinking of.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother. And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Debardeurs Union is...
An effective advocate for the rights of local working men. A giant leech sucking the life out of Revachol. Basically a socialist mob. I prefer not to have an opinion on these things. See, I have to take into account everything. Well, I mean, it's not just her saying it, because Kim is also like, they're a mob. And I mean, I know that Kim isn't always going to be right. I can't always rely on his opinion. But I won't lie, it is nice to have him here. It's nice to have another opinion. Man, I sure wish we had evidence that he was taking the workers' dues. Because if that's the case, then yeah. Fucking sucks. They were able to get them overtime pay and health care, basically. Well, not straight up health care, but a medical plan. It has done some good for the workers. But is it worth all the bullshit? Probably not. Well, again, I don't have as much information as I'd like to really comment on it.
Of course, officer.
One more thing, you said something happened in the elections. Oh, did she? That was back when I wasn't paying attention.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the Union. She disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore, or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
No, it couldn't be the blondie. The chick who was working at the Whirly and Rags, but then left for some reason. It can't be her, can it?
This forewoman, her name?
Yeah, what's her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence. Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the Union's files.
Yeah, and I don't remember her name either. Blondie. It's obviously because I keep calling her Blondie. Is she even blonde? I'm like 60% sure she's blonde.
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a Union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
I didn't leave that apartment door open yet, did I? No, wait. I'm pretty sure I did. Hang on. Open apartment door. Okay, yeah, I think that's the thing that... Yeah, that basement door. Yeah, I already opened it. Oh. I guess that's all I need here. Oh, wait, hang on. That's all I need here. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
Lynching!
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Oh shit, do I have my badge? No, wait. I lost my gun and my badge, didn't I? Fuck, do I have my badge on me?
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. And this is my colleague from Precinct 41, Detective Dubois. I'm afraid Harry doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Oh no. She could still say no.
Oh, and what happened to yours, Detective?
Well, you see, remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
Oh god. It's possible. After a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory of my life in the world. I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing. Dude, she's already worried. I'm not even sure if she's necessarily worried about me. She might be worried about giving this information out, these trade secrets out, to someone who might be a total nutter, or just like a basket case, or a walking trash fire. So yeah, let's be not so descriptive.
I can't hear you, darling. Speak up, please.
Damn it! They're not giving me a choice. Well, I might as well go for the one that's a bit... I mean, as much as I love an answer that involves heavy drinking, I do like the I could have eaten it.
Oh dear. I suppose this does explain some of the more curious turns in our conversation.
She must have been suspecting something for a while now.
Honestly, anyone would. And I'm constantly surprised when I ask questions that anyone would know, but they just answer it like it's normal.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize, but I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Am it?
She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Sympathy for your amnesia. I mean, I got a +1 for that. I wonder... Well, even if I put points into suggestion... Hang on, I might have... Damn it, I can't look at my clothes. I do have 3 skill points. But I wanted to switch out some thoughts. We can come back to that.
Of course. But before we do, officers, let me be perfectly clear. The situation is extremely volatile. The sooner we can speak about this lynching business, the better for all of us.
Oh, this is new.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Oh, he's a beautiful man. Beautiful and just... Oh, God. But listen. Jesus Christ, I want to pick that, but I really don't want to fuck myself right now. He is a hero of the workers' movement. He is the champion I've sworn fealty to. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. I can do business with him. For a socialist, he's reasonable. Oh my gosh, these answers are glorious. He is not the champion I have chosen. I wish to swear fealty to you. What the fuck is with the swearing of fealty? I have the feeling the international community does not approve of him. It's not important if I liked him, I was doing my job. That certainly is the most boring answer. Oh, God. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I didn't. Wait, hang on. Is there a way that I can... I really want to pick the second one. God, I'm trying to be a good cop here. I can't fuck myself too hard. I mean, can I? Well, I'm not sure. I kind of just assumed that I had to, at the very least, be competent. It is possible to die in this game. But can I, like, fuck up so bad and still solve this murder? I'm not sure. I kind of just assumed no. Damn it, excuse me. No warning on that one. I didn't like him.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually, corruption. That's how he's done it. Fantastic, Verm-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect official policy. I hope you understand. The RCM does not pick sides.
Huh? And how did you like Mr. Clare? I didn't. Alrighty.
Of course. And I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt Verm myself. However, if you felt like discussing something...
I would, if you felt like telling me what I wanted to know. But I know I need to get my damn badge.
How could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Of course. But what would I get in return?
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
I don't know if that's enough for me.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Will she? Electrochemistry, will she? I am not telling her that I lost my gun. Or, well, I already don't trust him with the gun thing. I mean, part of me... Okay. I'm thinking two things. Yeah, possibly three. One is he already has it. And he's bullshitting about his guys finding it. Like, he already has it, or he already knows where it is. He's just waiting until I do something for him. Or he has no fucking clue where it is, and he's lying. Or... Holy fuck, did I just have a brain fart? What was the third option? Damn it, I lost it. Whatever, my point is, I feel like he's bullshitting me. He probably does have it, or knows where it is. Or he could be lying, and he doesn't know at all. Oh, fuck. The fact that this came up... It probably would have been good if I had talked to her before I opened that door. Damn it.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
Right?
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear His jaw muscle is trembling.
Sorry, Kim.
He's able to contain the anger and surprise.
Unconventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this to gauge their reactions. It's all part of detecting.
I knew it wasn't smart, but I still did it anyway. Damn my curiosity.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun?
Mr. Everett says it's almost ready to be found soon. I mean, am I saying this with a hint of sarcasm? Is number 2 implying that I can taste the bullshit?
Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying to you. Anyway, was there anything else you've heard?
Perhaps he is.
Yeah, no shit. Also, this didn't really get me any information. I helped him turned up. Oh, no.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat. Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
Damn it. I shouldn't have told her about the gun. Thought I would have gotten something more useful from that. Oh, do you know anything about the tattoos?
That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality.
Yeah. Oh, there goes gravity.
Yes, reality is your side case. An experimental side case.
I'm conducting a personal investigation into the world I find myself in. It's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality. No time to explain, just give me the lowdown. Actually, now is not a good time for a reality lowdown. Maybe later.
How truly curious. A sort of philosopher detective.
My theory is that this inquiry into the nature of reality will ultimately converge with our murder investigation. They are really one and the same. Are they? I kind of feel like they're two separate things going on. But I guess it would be interesting if they ended up being one and the same.
Are they now?
A deep synthesis. I'll assist you however I can then. Go ahead. Ask.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Where are we? What times are these? What are you? What is this? Oof. Well, where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I believe I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages.
And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. forgotten even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Ah! Damn it, I could get experience points for this. Hang in there.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed. There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders.
Boys with boxy shoulders? What does that mean? Does that imply big shoulders?
This place used to be a province, a workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its work. The reeds are the real star of the show here now. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
Oh shit. Sorry, I heard a noise. I thought that was my phone. And then I remembered, wait, I don't have my phone on me. What is that? It was the game. So you mentioned a sea. What is... See me?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
What ocean?
Yes, we're on an island in an ocean. The world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the Blue Immensities.
What's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know. Imagine a pebble. A smoothed over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the river Esperance. We're in the delta of this river on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
I remember Caillou. I mean, not really. I remember I watched it as a kid. I know Caillou is like a bald child. That's pretty much the only thing I remember about that show. Okay, that's Martinez. What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city?
The great kind.
What makes it great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
To resolve history. Interesting way of putting it. Who built it?
The nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Seminine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
I already knew. Wait, I do already know this, right? When it was. Well, not know it, but it was mentioned before, right? Whatever.
In the DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
Okay, never mind. I'm not sure we knew that. And why will it resolve history?
They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men.
Why here?
We are standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're in an unimportant part of an important place. I think you can say all these. I think. So we're pretty much at the center of the world. So we're on the periphery, basically nobody's.
I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about...
A sparkle of lights on the horizon, like evening stars above the curvature of the planet.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Silence. She lowers her hand. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it. She observes your eyes scanning the horizon, then breaks the silence, slowly. This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Huh. Do I?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Ma'am, Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow. Isn't that true, ma'am?
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
But I want to know everything now. But won't I be lazy if I don't do it all now? I mean, we can continue later.
It's better not to eat all your candy at once.
Indeed. I'm always at your service.
Oh yeah, it's time for Kim to go to bed.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else? Of course, Detective. Take care.
Bye, lady. Man, I'm mad I told her about my gun. That didn't lead anywhere.